How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse, and today it gives me great pleasure to feature a deck opening that I will probably never do again. And on the surface, that sounds pretty obvious because a lot of Japanese decks are fixed in the type of cards that are released and available, and they don't vary at all no matter how many copies of it you purchase. But this deck is a fair bit different from your average deck released on December 1st, 2001. This is the E-Series Starter Deck. It's even first edition. I think they're all first edition. Going to show the back real quick. Now right off the bat, nothing really tips off as being especially interesting or rare. It's got a cool little coin down here at the bottom, and it features a bunch of cards that could be available inside, some damage counters, etc., and a bunch of Japanese writing. And this deck probably cost me 25 or 30 bucks when I bought it. But these decks feature random selections of cards along with fixed cards. It's a 30-card deck. I'm going to set it down and talk about it for a second. It's a 30-card deck. It should have 13 energy cards in it, a couple of each variety that were available at the time, as well as 5 fixed trainer cards. Now the other 12 cards that are available are random. 8 of them are taken from a random subset that's available as part of the set, and the other 4 are an evolutionary line for a starter that had been revealed at the time. So there were 6 starter families, which gives you an opportunity to have a 1 in 6 chance of maybe this being a Charizard deck, or a Feraligatr deck, or any of the other starters that were around back in 2nd generation. There are, I believe, 2 different styles of artworks for the original, like the basic starter, and then 1 each for its evolutionary lines. So we're going to crack this open right now and see just what we have in store for us today. Picking at this extremely old plastic. It is, roughly 15 years old now, so you'll have to forgive the difficulty in opening it and the care I want to take. This is not an expansion like a side deck thing that I plan on completing ever, because these sealed decks are enough as they are, and I would imagine that some of these cards pack a punch to the wallet when it comes to actually getting them. So we're going to open this a little bit off camera. I hope I don't spoil anything, because I've never seen an opening for this before, although they're not terribly rare to my knowledge. So I have seen these on eBay, so we're going to just move the cards over there and show off this really cool Chansey coin. It's like an interesting rose pink. It's almost like a little purpley. Got a nice sparkle and shine to it, though. Really cool. I do not collect them, but I do keep them. I've probably said that before. Wow. Look how old these damage counters are. You've got the poison and the burn markers there, but they're all 10s. There were no 50s at this time because a lot of Pokemon, I guess, didn't carry enough HP to warrant having 50 damage counters on them. But this is really cool. I haven't seen something like this before. I'm definitely hanging on to that. There's probably a rule book in here too. Ooh. Yeah, we're going back with this one. Kind of interesting to look through. There's your starters right there. And some featured information about the TCG. There's a look at some E-Series cards. That's really cool. Showing you how to play and such. Another thing that I will just keep to the side. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Looks like a pamphlet for, are these maybe lottery promos? Or maybe these are, yeah, it looks like it. Because it says 5,000 above them. So I think maybe these were the cards that were lottery promos, because they only printed like 5,000 sets of each, meaning that there would be maybe 10,000 winners. Is that what this means? I don't know. I don't really collect lottery promos. They're a little too rich to enjoy on the merits of them being cards, but this is pretty cool. And that's probably going to do it there. So you know what? We're going to just reveal it on camera because I don't know which line we're going to get. Oh, nice! We've got the Venusaur line. And I am not familiar with these cards, so let's slowly ease that off of there. Maybe we do have to break it. Yeah, we're probably going to have to break this. Hang on, I'm going to pull this off camera real quick. It's too tight of a fit to be able to slide them off safely. There we go. We've got it started. We should be able to... Yes, there's the rest of it. So I'm going to take my time with the artwork on these cards, like this beautiful Venusaur here. Man, that looks so cool. Anybody out there know if these were released eventually in English, or if they're Japanese exclusive cards? You get to zoom in. It's a little dark there, but 4 out of 29. Really excellent. And there's an Ivysaur right there. Yeah, we're doing the Pokemon one at a time for sure. That's awesome. Just adjust the lighting a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. And here's your... Oh, that's so cute. That Bulbasaur just hanging out. Not a care in the world. And there's your alternate art for Bulbasaur. Can't tell if he's happy about the sun or distressed by the heat, but either way, really nice. And we've got some grass energy here. There's an electric energy. Psychic. There's your fighting. More grass energy. They probably included a third copy of the grass energy because the Bulbasaur line was in this. And there's two fire energies and water energies too. So here are the fixed trainer cards. We've got a potion. No idea what that's supposed to be. That might be like a switch of some kind. This is like energy search. Oh, and that's really cool artwork for Moo Moo Milk. Sorry to gush over a trainer, but... And now for our 8 remaining Pokemon. The first one's going to be a Caterpie. Very nice. There's a Poliwag. Oh, and a Marill. I'm glad I got this one. Oh, and a Quillfish, too. Nice to get some water types, where we did not get a water type starter. There's a Ghastly. Worth mentioning as well that none of these cards are going to be available because I don't have any of them. There's a Meowth, so please don't ask to purchase them or trade for them or anything like that. A Pidgey. Very cool. Oh, and I was hoping to get this one. This is a Houndour. I mean, I don't have to tell most of you that. So overall, like I said, no plans to actually complete this expansion. I imagine the cards will be pretty expensive to buy on their own. I'm certainly not buying additional decks with the hopes of completing the set. But it is really cool to be able to add this Bulbasaur line to my collection. So I'm stoked about that. Guys, sorry the deck opening was as long as it was, but it definitely merited some explanation as to what was going on, and I hope you didn't mind the length too much and appreciated the artwork that you saw. If you did like the artwork, if you did like the video, of course, make sure you hit that like button and stay tuned, because tomorrow, got a Booster Pack Frenzy episode with those last 12 packs of Emerald Break, and it'll knock your socks off.